It's Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You got the very best guide.
Lee
And the greatest driver.
Driver Simon.
They're the best. I love that. Even though
Lee
it owes me $5.
I what?
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Oh yes, that's right. We've got safety rules to go over first. If you need guest assistance, have a medical emergency, drop something of value off the side of the tram or sound stages, which are those really big buildings with the big numbers on the side. Inside of sound stages, this is where, about 80% of filming is taking place. That's the majority of filming happening inside of buildings, and that's probably not what everybody would expect, right? But we've got full control over a situation inside of a sound stage. We can create any environment we want, indoors, outdoors, imaginary. We can create moonlight, sunlight, we can create weather, so the world's kind of at our fingertips inside of these sound stages. And the ones that we're starting to see here on the left-hand side, 11, 10, and 9, are starting to get set up for a comedy series. Recently, these were used for Grand Crew, which is an NBC comedy starring Nicole Byer and Echo Kellum. Super funny. So basically, what Ollie and Jabari are saying is there are a lot of different people working on the backlot to create all the amazing things you're going to see on to recognize the location. So if you keep your vision to the right, you're going to see a lot of different kinds of cities that we can show around this area. The first area we're going to is Brownstone Street. You might recognize it from Bruce Almighty.
Place the door!
I'm in the shower!
Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good.
Oh, you're done now. Great. Beautiful.
Now things look a little bit different from the way we saw it on screen, right? For example, it's missing a lot of elements like trees, the signage, the cars, the painting, right? So right now they're actually working on the steps, they're painting them red. I'm not sure what that's for, but all these little elements, all these little changes can really make a difference, really make this area look like a completely different location. I hope we have some Back to the Future fans on board now because we're heading into Courthouse Square next, but y'all probably know this as Hill Valley.
It was actually the back lot of Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climate of the future.
I had seen a plateau on that ledge. It was the ledge about that wide. And I was standing inside with the ledge, and I already had vertigo. I was like, no way in the world, no way I'm just standing like that. I was up there for quite a while. Of course, I had a cable.
Into them. Here, I'll show you on screen. So we've got a few different examples how this area looked when we were filming Back to the Future. But the 4 pillars are gone because a lot of the buildings here on the backlot are not real buildings. They're what we call a facade, and that's a building where just the outsides, just the exterior is usable for filming. So we can actually change up the appearance of a lot of these buildings very easily. The brick wall that we see, the cement, is not what it appears to be. A lot of it is compressed.
So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Like I kind of said earlier, it's all about how we're dressing it up, what we're bringing into this space. So this street doesn't just play New York, it's been London for Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. For American Auto, the TV show with Anna Gasteyer, this was Detroit. For the Blues Brothers with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi, excuse me.
It was foes, the T-Rex, and some various dinosaurs on Skull Island, so he's been beaten up, scarred, chewed up, spat out by these dinosaurs at various times, and he wears the scars of a lot of ancient battles.
All right, my friends, you can start going ahead and putting on those 3D glasses. Let your eyes... trilogy, but we can fight about that later. Because look, we've got some Flintstones cars, which, believe it or not, do have motors in them. We didn't make them use their feet all the time. That sounds exhausting. Sometimes when it comes to picture cars, we also need multiples of the car, to get the perfect shot, just in case something happens to the car, we've got to have backups, but also sometimes just half of a car. If we're doing an interior shot, a lot of the times we just cut a car in half and film the person sitting in their seat from there. Now, I said they don't have to be cars, right? We've got the Crawdaddy boat from Us, as well as a Bradley infantry fighting vehicle from Transformers, although the exterior on that is mostly plywood, not metal. Probably not too protective in a battle against Megatron, but it looks very cool on screen, right? In that lineup, we also have 2 vehicles from our Jurassic franchise. That's one of our most successful franchises. Fortify our dinosaurs here at Jurassic, so it's a very hydrating lotion. They're spitting at you, not acid. Rub it in. You're gonna look great in the morning. Little Hollywood secret. Keeps you young. Okay, back to the practical effects. Lots of cool practical effects in Jurassic that I would say still hold up to this day, like the dinosaurs, where they use puppetry and animatronics to make them move. Still looks really good, right? But those are all practical effects. The environments where it looks like they're outside, but they're actually inside of a soundstage, all that fake greenery that looks real, that's also a practical effect. Lightning. Now everything has to be kind of hidden, right? So hidden lights for the lightning, hidden speakers for the thunder, hidden sprinklers for the rain. See if you can spot those. All right, here we go. Full storm of Berlin. We've got the sprinklers faced upwards, creating a natural fall of the water to the ground. We're really trying to make this all look as real as possible, right? But real rain is very difficult to capture on camera, so we have to give ourselves boosters here and there, like making the rain droplets a little bit bigger than natural rain would be, so it's easier to spot. And also, we do heavily rely on light, because the darker it gets out in the sky, of course, the harder it is to see the rain, but we really are kind of relying on the refraction of light onto the water to make those droplets pop for the screen. So if we're not having the sun out of the sky, we have our fake flashes of lightning, a backlighting, or, oh goodness, we've got a flash flood coming in. Stay seated, please. This is coming in close. Whoa. Well, that could have been much worse. Congratulations, everybody. We just survived the oldest feature on the backlot, the Flash Flood. This opened up back in 1968, although personally, I remember it from a movie in my childhood called Big Fat Liar. Stars Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes, and Paul Giamatti. So make sure to say hi when he comes up. Oh my goodness. This is really exciting. I think we actually have a sighting of ourselves right now. Okay. And there's Dave. Dave, we see the shark out in the water. Do you see him, man? I think he sees it. Now, he's an expert in taking care of sharks. He's actually been doing this for quite some time. Hey, bud, I know you're trying to talk to us, but we can't hear you right now. Can you turn up your microphone? Dave? David? Okay, all right. No, I'm sure this is fine. Like I said, he's a professional. He probably got this under control, and something interesting is happening underwater. He'll be back to let us know what's happening. Wait, why is the dock moving? Are they under the dock? Hello? Reminder to stay seated, please. Okay, check your fingers. Check the lift in the yellow house here on our left. They also use this for the TED TV show. Very excited to see what they did out here. And if you're a Desperate Housewives fan, this might start looking familiar to you. This is Wisteria Lane. So, speaking of Desperate Housewives, what do they do in the very first episode? They burn a house down. It's going to be the house that we're passing at the very end of this cul-de-sac here. But the house is back, right? We fully rebuilt it. That's a fun thing about the backlot. We can get away with stuff like burning full houses down without Dom Toretto's Dodge Charger. We're about 15 minutes to the end of the tour, and we will be returning to the theme park shortly. As a reminder, remain seated, arms and legs inside. If you need my assistance, pull the red cord. If you're a classic horror movie fan, you're definitely going to... Oh, this is kind of exciting. Norman Bates, the proprietor of the motel, seems to be here. Well, he looks kind of busy with work. Maybe he's helping a guest move their stuff into that room. If he gets a moment, I'll try to wave him down and we can ask him a few questions about the motel business. I personally haven't stayed here, but maybe you guys could check it out for your next visit, right? Stay here, walk to the park, seems easy enough. Oh. Oh no, oh no. Okay, everyone. Just stay really quiet for a moment. He saw us. Oh no, he saw us. Hey, hi, Norman. So good to see you. We were just taking a tour. Oh, that's a knife. Well, we're gonna actually just get out of your hair. So sorry to bother you. Didn't mean to surprise you like that. We just wanted to ask you a few questions about the motel and not the fourth car, please. Whew, that was close.
The airplane is covered example of the set that was all designed around visuals.
And forget, you sit down to talk about George Wilson. What if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen, now listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now,
As well as a real Boeing 747 aircraft, Steven Spielberg really loves to go all out with his environments, create the most realistic environments for his actors to work in. That way he's going to get the most realistic reactions out of them. And it's also going to make quite an impact on the audience as well. So we actually purchased this plane for about $60,000 from an airplane graveyard in the Mojave Desert.
There's often in the hundreds work together to take an impossible mission and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Planet, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Why? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, the gold rush comes to your town. Lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the beautiful.
I don't know what's happening right now, but it seems like they lost power for a moment or something might be flying ahead of us. I can't really see anything, but maybe it's actually best if we just get out of here. It doesn't look like anything good is about to happen. That was weird. Oh, and now there's a creepy voice. Good. I'm glad we're leaving. Okay, shake it off, everybody. We're gonna shift gears.